Order sealed.
To the real world.
Yo, what do you do? What's up, guys? Welcome to a brand new video. I'm Adewizzynoni. Let's do this. So today I'm going to be talking about what I look out for when choosing prop firms. These are like, main things you gotta be looking out for, these things so that these prop firms don't, scam you. If you look out for these things, there's a high probability that you get payouts, you understand? And there's a high probability that you don't get any hidden rules and all those nonsense. You get what I'm talking about? Let's get straight into it. Number one, is it on prop firm match? The reason why I look out for prop firms on prop firm match is good to know that if these prop firms are verified, you understand? Prop firm match, let me pull it up right now. It shows you that these prop firms are like legit. There's a higher possibility that these prop firms here will pay you. You have things like EA Market, the 5 hours, funding pips, funded neck, all that. So this is what the first thing I look for, me personally, for prop firms. I think that's all for this one. So let's get straight to the next. Next thing right now I look for is years in operation. How many years has this prop firm been in operation? You can see right here, this prop firm right here, 2 years. This one, two. This one, 10 plus years. That's FTMO right there. Finto key, you can see it, 2 years, 1 year, 3 years. Now you might ask me now, okay, which one should I take? Okay, it's on prop firm match right now, but which one should I take? I'll just say if a prop firm has like 2 years plus, that's okay. 2 years above, that's what you should be looking at if you're looking to get a prop firm from prop firm match. Next thing I look for is golden badge on Twitter. I've got to go check how much this golden badge costs, and this golden badge costs like $2,000, I think, or $3,000 per month. And if you want to do it for a whole year, I think it's 10K or something, $10,000. So for a company or for a prop firm to get this badge, it shows me that these guys have bread. If you guys don't have money, you guys won't spend up to like 10K, for a badge. You get me? So let's go all the way to FTMO. Things like this right now, you can see the FTMO has a badge. Let me go to, let's say, funding pips. Let me just go right here, right funding pips. You guys can see right here, golden badge on funding pips right here. Golden badge. I'm always looking at all these things. Funded next. Let's go to something like funded next right here. As you guys can see right now, funded next also has a golden badge. Let's try and see one more prop firm. Let's try another prop firm. Let's try Finoti funding. This one right here. You guys can see right here. You see all these prop firms, they have golden badges. You have to know that not all these prop firms on prop firm match has golden badges, you understand? But if you add all the things I'm letting you know right now, you can be able to know, okay, let me just add one more, or without this, it will still be a good prop firm. Just with the list I'm going to give you, you can be able to calculate, use your own brain, like use your own mind for you to be able to know that, okay, this is still a good prop firm for me to choose from. So the next thing I'll be looking for will be in-house MetaTrader 4/5 with logo, at least 2 other trading platforms. So what I'm looking for is that when you download their MetaTrader, this prop firm, I use MetaTrader. If you like Trade Locker or C-Trader, that's good for you. If this prop firm has a MetaTrader 4 or 5 that is in-house, whereby when you download it, it shows like, let's say FTMO is FTMO MetaTrader 5, Funded Next MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, Funding Pips MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5. You understand? But you download it and it shows you like the logo. Like when you download it and you install it, the logo is there. It's from the prop firm. It shows that this guy spent money to get an in-house broker for themselves, for their firm. You understand? These guys have money. That's what's telling me in my mind. That's why I want to pick them. You understand? You can see this firm here, funding that has C-Trader, has a match trader. So if the prop firm has MetaTrader 4 or 5, then has another trading platform, that is very good. If a prop firm has, let me say, just one trading platform, it's always giving me, I'm always like, I don't know, man. I don't know. You understand? The more platforms they have, the more it shows me that they spent money to create this, because I have studied how these prop firms, how they do that thing, how to even build a prop firm. I know all these things. So that's the reason why I'm saying all these things. It's better for you to look out, check what's going on here. You understand? How many trading platforms do these guys offer? It shows that this guy spent money. Like for example now, something like Think Capital here only has their Think Capital or like their Think, what they got again, Think Markets platform or something. I don't even, like, ever since what I even noticed too from this Think Capital, they literally had like 200K profit before they removed it. They had MetaTrader 5 before they removed it. Now they're on 100K profit and 100K like prop account. That's like the highest they can offer. Understand? Look at it, 1 year in creation in business. So it's like all these things are just like red flags for me when I'm looking out for a prop firm. And as long as it has one, always look for the prop firm that has at least two trading platforms. Next one, I'll say consistency rule of profit. Any prop firm that has consistency rule, like for example right now, this is me. If you want to do that for yourself, good for you. It's like you go on E8 market right now, you click here, you can see consistency rule. I'm seeing things of, oh, like you have to have a 40% consistency rule, meaning that your profit, let's say they're telling you to make 8% right now on a 100K account, that's 8K, right? You can't make more than 40% of 8K per day. So let's say, for example, that you're the type of person whereby your trade goes in profit and you like, let's say you're going for a 1 to 3, but your trade goes more than a 1 to 3 risk to reward, and you're like, oh, this trade can keep moving, let me just leave it, let me just put my stop loss to break even and let me just say how it goes. You can't do that because you're like, 40% rule. Any profit that gives me 40% rule, like, nah. You understand? I don't mess with it. That's not my style. Yeah, you have to run away from all those profits that give you 40% profit rule, or 40% or 20. Some of them even have 25% profit. So literally 25%. See this one right here, 20%. So you can make 20% of the amount you're meant to make to be able to pass the account. So your account tells you you need 10% to pass. Let's say for example a 10K account, 10%, $100. You need $100 to pass. You can't make more than 20% of that $100. You understand? If you make more than that in a single trading day, like, bro, but I don't do things like that. Let's move on to the next one. So this one right here, 2% loss per trade order separate from daily drawdown. This one I have to find it, I have to look for it, but I'll just explain it. So there's some programs right now that they'll tell you normally, right? A prop firm is your maximum daily drawdown is 5%, most of this prop firm, or 4% per day. They will tell you that you can't trade, like you cannot lose more than 2% on a trade. You understand what I'm trying to say? Your daily drawdown is 5%, right? Your daily, your whole day is 5%, but you cannot lose more than 2% on a trade. So let's say I place a trade of 2% right now, I risk 2% on that trade, and the trade enters loss, like I lose the trade, they will penalize you for that. But remember, your daily overall is 5%, but they're still putting that. For me, I will just say, in order for what I just used to overcome this, is I look for prop firms that, you know, that go like 3% per loss per day. So it goes with my trading style. For something like 2%, it doesn't go with my trading style. So I just remove anything that has to do with 2% per trade order. Nah, I don't mess with that. Yeah, so let's move to the next one. So floating loss drawdown when in a trade. There's some prop firms, right, that they will tell you that your floating drawdown. So let's say that 2% I just spoke about right now, right? There's some prop firms that will tell you that you cannot lose more than, let's say, 2% floating or 1.something% floating. So let's say you enter a trade, right, 2%, and the trade goes all the way to your stop loss, right? And let's say you're the type of person whereby you need a break of structure for you to know that, oh, this trade is done. And let's say the market hasn't broken structure. Let's say it just weeks there on your stop loss area, it just weeks. It hasn't broken structure for you to say, okay, let me close right now. If you're just down 2% on the floating drawdown already, or 1.7%, because every prop firm is different, then you're cooked. You haven't even closed the trade. You're just down on the drawdown of floating loss. So that trade, I have so many times whereby my trades do happen like that, whereby it does that thing, then it goes into profit, and that's my way of trading. You understand? Like it has to break structure or something, and I have an overall percentage that I'm meant to lose in the whole day. You know, I have a percentage I'm meant to lose in the whole day, and I have a percentage I'm meant to lose in the whole month. I have all these things. I have everything for my strategy. So all this floating loss, I don't do them. It's just my own personal stuff. So I'm just trying to tell you that this is what I look for when I'm looking for a prop firm. The next one will be copy trading. If a prop firm doesn't have copy trading, I'm out. Because let's say, for example, right now you're trying to scale. You've got 200K from FTMO or 400K from FTMO or Finoti funding, all these prop firms. It's harder when you want to put your lot size here and put your lot size on the second trading platform and put your lot size on the other trading platform. All these things is harder to do that. But there's some trades whereby make you enter, then they just start moving straight into profits. You understand what I'm trying to say? So now, before you press your 2.5 lot size or 3.5 lot size or whatever, or 0. whatever lot size, now like you didn't enter exactly what you expected to enter from. You understand what I'm trying to say? So it doesn't make sense. All the type of things don't make sense to me. So look for a prop firm that has copy trading. Also, at the end of this video, I'll mention the prop firms that have all this list of things that I mentioned in this video. Next thing, compulsory stop loss. Any prop firm that is saying compulsory stop loss, like you have to put stop loss and stuff like that, those type of thing pisses me off. But I've just learned to just try to just put my stop losses right now. So what I do right now is I don't put my stop loss exactly where I'm meant to put stop loss. So I just put my stop loss to the overall loss I'm meant to have for the day. Enter a trade. So I just put my stop loss there, and I manually, actively check my trade. So when them say there's a break of structure that tells me, okay, I should should leave or stay or continue. I just manually just close my trade. But this compulsory stop loss is annoying sometimes. Things that based on if I'm trying to scale up, I notice that there are some prop firms that has all these things I'm saying right now, like everything I'm saying right now, they do good in most of them, but just that compulsory stop loss, like they have some iffy there. They say, oh, you have to put. So it's like, because I'm using a copy trading platform, I have to do that because I don't want to mess up that account, because every other thing is good for the prop firm, is just that compulsory stop loss. Let me say I'm aiming for 3% loss that day. Like 3% is how much I can lose. I just put it on the 3%, but I'm not risking 3%. You know, sometimes I'm not risking 3%. I'm risking lower than that, but I'll just put it there so that if the trade comes to my stop loss or my normal stop loss I have on my trading view, I just like, okay, until I see stop loss, let me now manually close the trade. So the next one right here I'll say is news trading at least 5 minutes and after a total of 10 minutes. So now all this news trading, that all these platforms that have news trading, they tell you should not trade news. So what you need to look for is a platform that has, they say the news trading has to be 5 minutes, because there's some platforms that will tell you 7 minutes. Like you cannot enter a trade 7 minutes before and 7 minutes after, or it's like some people from platforms have higher minutes. So I'll just say the one you should look for is 5 minutes, at least 5 minutes. There's some that have 2 minutes, or you cannot enter 2 minutes before and 2 minutes after, which is much better. I'll just say 5 minutes like down, 5, 4, 3, 2, like down. If you're going to choose a prop firm, look for a prop firm that has like at least 5 minutes before or after news, or you can find a platform that does allow news, that they don't care if you do news trading. You can find that if you want. Next one will be no withdrawal cap on crypto, like 2K per withdrawal. So like for example, there are from prop firms, they don't allow you to do withdrawals on cryptos. You understand? They only allow you to do withdrawals just on bank transfer, Rise, Wise, I think so. And me, I prefer cryptos. I prefer to just have my stuff in crypto. And these are the things I look for when I'm choosing a prop firm. So now, what are the prop firms that I will say that are good? Number one, Finotiv. Finotiv is a good prop firm. This one, they have everything that I just spoke about. Funding Next is okay too, but the only thing is that Funding Next does not have copy trading. Funding Pips too is cool, but for me, they don't offer MT5 where I am from. So every other thing I'll say is cool. For copy trading, I don't really know like that. That Stick Out that is a very good prop firm from what I've seen. You can see them that have been there for 10 plus years. If you check the link in my description, you see all the prop firms that I recommend, all of them. What I'll just do right now is I'll just put a list of all the prop firms that I just recommend so you guys can get the prop firm. So thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, turn on the notification so you know when I post. You understand? The charm. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.